Uh, it's a good basketball game. Wyoming's always hard to beat. They're just always hard to beat. Those are great coaches down on that bench. Very very prideful group of young ladies. So this is a great win for us, just because of who we beat.
Um, did you feel the importance of this game going into it? I mean, not to use like must win or anything, but obviously bouncing back from Fresno, how important was that?
Yeah. The thing that our kids have always responded, and we knew they were going to respond, and not necessarily with a victory, but with a really good effort, good execution, really locked in and focused effort. And usually when we do that, we're pretty tough to beat. And so I'm proud of the fact that we did respond after that tough Fresno loss. But you know what, Quentin? They're just all so big right now. What do we got? 8 games left in the conference season, and every single one of them is you got to play with great urgency and great concentration, and we did that tonight.
Wyoming comes out, they got a pretty hot start. What did you say to the girls going into that first time out when they're down, 9, 10 points, and they go on that huge run and really take control of the game?
Yeah, we didn't have to say much. We just needed to just get a timeout and regroup a little bit. We had to change a few matchups, compete a little better on 22. Kelly had a great game for Wyoming, a great game, and we probably were a little too far off to begin with on her, and she drove it. She shot the 3, and so we just tightened the screws up a little bit. I thought Amelia's 3 was really big early on. Her little short corner jumpers were really big early on. She got us off the snide. Had a really good basketball game. Once we got going, I think we went on a 19-2 run. I think, and that was once our kids got locked in. That was some pretty good basketball.
Really balanced effort from your first 5 tonight. You had 4 starters, all reached double digits, and then Ellen with some pretty solid lockdown defense on den. Just how tough is it when you have 5 girls on the floor that can play like that?
Yeah, there were some really good moments out there where we ran some really good motion because we put 5 kids out there that can score it with some versatility. That's the key. If you don't have a versatile game, Wyoming knows that. They don't guard you if you can't shoot it and that sort of thing. So, I thought that group that, especially that last 5-6 minutes, was really good play, good execution. But our balance has always been a strength of ours. We don't play through one kid. So it's always nice to see 4 kids in double figures. Our bench was good tonight. Jamie came in there and made some big free throws, and Alana had a nice little stretch there in the first half. So it was nice to see those contributions.
And then how about Ellen's game? I mean, she only ended with 2 points, but at times defensively looked like she was, the biggest competitor out there guarding Den.
I don't know if there's a tougher kid to guard in the league than Markel Dent. She is so difficult to defend. She searches out your body when she drives. She's got a big time pull up. The 3 ball is really a good shot for her now. So she had to give all of her attention to that matchup. And I thought she was spectacular. And then we also were aggressive on Den on the offensive end. It was nice to not play against her in late game situations. Because if you remember in Laramie, we had a 7-point lead with about the same amount of time, a 9-point lead, and she just went crazy. And so Ellen was a rock star tonight defensively.
You talked about Amelia's 3, being a big factor, and it really was in the first half. But how important was that last one?
Yeah.
I mean, Wyoming was really right in on it pretty late in that last one.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a 4 or 5 point game maybe at that time. And first of all, the courage to shoot it. That's impressive. The courage to shoot that when that's not really your strength in that moment. That's what I'm probably most proud of. Then it went in. That really helped as well. But, that got us a little more separation. I really thought we were doing such a good job on Wyoming defensively where they had to reverse it 3, 4, 5 times to get a shot. So that clock was always ticking, I think, in our favor because of how we defended. So if we could have got, that was a big shot to get that separation, so we could close it out.
Coach Brock Lowry from the Reporter Herald. So, CSU hasn't swept Wyoming in a long, long time in women's basketball. What does this mean to you and your program?
Well, I mean, the border war is always, it's a big deal. You know, we make it a big deal to our kids, our fans, it's a big deal too. So to get 2 wins, that feels good. But also, Brock, I'll tell you, you know, when you can sweep a really good basketball team, a really good basketball program, that's, you know, that says something as well. So it's not just one. I mean, again, they're very difficult to beat, and that's why this one feels really good. Did you guys notice I kept my coat on a little longer tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there till 5 minutes or so to go.
I know. When I walked out on the floor to start the game, people were saying I look like Eustace. You know, so I thought, well, I better keep this on so I don't look totally like Eustace during the game. So, but good win. Crowd was good tonight. Just a very workmanlike effort. So proud of the kids. All right.
You know, just finally swept since 2002. Saw it on Twitter, so
I was
I didn't know that.
I was like, what is a sweep?
Yeah, I figured you didn't know.
Like,
Swept
what?
what?
It's like Google
What are they
Translate.
sweeping?
What are we sweeping? Sweeping the floor?
So yeah, I mean, just talk about how good that feels. I mean, Wyoming obviously is a pretty big rival, and to beat them up there for the first time in however long, and then come back down here when you know they're looking for revenge to
Yeah.
complete the sweep.
I think it just makes it more fun because we know that they're mad. Like, we know that they have something against us that's from years and years and years. So I think we were just ready to come out and play. They came out really hard, and I think we were down, 8 maybe? I don't really remember, but it was a lot for just the beginning of the game. But we calmed down and just got back into the flow of what we need to do.
And every game is so similar. Like, we up after first half, and then second half they come out. And I think this game we just managed to not let them come out that much.
What did Ryan say to you guys at that first time? You know, Wyoming gets out here really hot. You guys are down. Points, and then it fueled that run. So what did you say to you?
He was kind of just like, you guys need to get it together. Like, we've prepared, like, we're really prepared for them. I mean, we know what Kayla likes to do. I think we stopped her pretty well. She only had 7. I mean, Markel likes to get in there and throw some stuff up and get to the free throw line. So we knew what they wanted to do. So I think he was just frustrated that we weren't doing what we knew, what we needed to do. So he just he got on us, but it worked.
Yeah.
Speaking about the defensive stops on those players, you guys have had a pretty good knack for shutting down the other team's best player all year long. What enables you guys to do that?
I think we all have like a more team chemistry working together, so it's not just a one-on-one that AJ has to stop Dent or somebody has to stop Woodward, but we're helping each other out and we're reading each other better of when we can help and when we have to stay. So I think that worked pretty well. At the double, for example.
And then AJ, what was your mentality tonight on the Loretto? I mean, you only limited her to 5 attempts total, and she only made 2 points.
Yeah. I mean, I like to shoot, so I know what people don't like. So I mean, the closer you're on them and you're just stuck on them all game, it's irritating. Like, she was frustrated the whole time. I mean, because I was literally on her the whole entire time. So just knowing that she'd any space, she would have made a 3. But I'm happy she only made 2. So.
Good job.
Was there any sense of urgency behind this game, bouncing back from the Fresno loss? I mean, not saying it's a must win or anything like
Definitely.
that. How important was it to get back on the track?
Yeah, and I think it says a lot of the team how do we respond after a loss. And I think it was not only a border war, not only a sweep, that is what it is, but it was a great win for us after the first loss because that hurt,
Yeah.
and we really wanted that win.
And I think we know we need to remain second. Like, I mean, just because we didn't win against Fresno doesn't mean we need to drop off and just, we'll just wait till the conference tournament. Like, they still have to win, and we need to keep ourselves in position to try to win the Mountain West still.
Wyoming never really went away. They were really within striking distance pretty late. And then that one 3-pointer that you hit,
Yeah.
it was probably what kind of killed it. I mean, did you feel that once you saw it go through?
When it went through the net, I did. Before I was like, this is a hit or a miss.
I was kind of like, is it going to come down? I was like, oh, okay, there we go.
But yeah, then I knew it was like, okay, now it's time to go.
How did it feel to have a night like you did, 5 of 6 on the floor, 12 points? You can hardly mess out there.
I mean, it felt great. It's not gonna lie, but it's a win, and that's, I don't know, whatever it takes. I don't think it's about my percentage shooting, but of course, it's fun. It's fun to play when you score.
What will the team need to do to, keep back up? Obviously, Fresno State's a really tough opponent, but to get on a hot streak again, keep it going.
I think still taking it one game at a time. I mean, that's been our philosophy for the past 2 years now. So, who do we have next? Oh, UNLV. See, we're just, once we finish one game, then we'll start worrying about the next. So just treating every opponent like they can win. I mean, because they can win. So.
And then just last thing I want to touch on, Planet Mogi. I mean, obviously, it's been treating you guys really well this season. You haven't lost since the WNT here last year. I mean, do you kind of feel like there's that support when you are playing at home and that you're left straight here?
Yes.
I mean, I hear them. I hear the
Yeah.
boosters. Like, when I do something wrong, they're like,
You
hey,
hear
Jay!
it.
I'm like, are you guys my parents? But,
Yeah.
it's just nice to know that, they care so much. And, our fans know when we mess up because they really watch us play. So it's nice to know that when we're here, that there's a support system no matter what.
On and off court too. Yeah, definitely.